welcome to the How to Be a Minimalist channel. I'm Katie and I am practicing minimalism and simple living, and I love to share videos about that as well as videos that go along with my podcast, which is the How to Be a Minimalist podcast. You can actually find it on Spotify as well as on Apple Podcasts and a whole bunch of other places where it has been populated that I didn't even know it would do that. You might be wondering, why am I filming sitting on this very vintage pull-out sofa? And it's because this is where the magic has happened with the podcast. I have been sitting right here recording my podcast for a couple of months now, and I thought it would be kind of fun to show you and to document where I have been doing my podcast. This is my favorite pillow. I need to ask my granny how old this thing is, but I kind of like it. I kind of want to take it home with me. So in the How to Be a Minimalist podcast, episode number 6, which was on letting go, I gave you and me a challenge to find 5 things in our homes that we would determine the negative and positive value of. The goal is to grab 5 things, think about the negative and positive value of each one as you think about where you got it from, where it usually has its home, if it ever has a home, or maybe it's one of those floating items that you just kind of take from countertop to countertop, waiting and wondering when you're going to figure out where this thing actually should go. Once you've determined the negative value versus the positive value of each item, you should give it a percentage rating. And if the negative value percentage is so high, you might consider getting rid of it. So I grabbed 5 things and I'm going to go over this and show you kind of how I do it. First item. By the way, I actually love these sketchbooks and I illustrate my chapter books and I just like to draw and that sort of thing. And so when I first began caregiving, I made sure that I had something to draw in. However, guess what? There were only a few images on here because very shortly after buying this book, I actually got an iPad Pro. The negative value of this, it has become high. The negative value is that it takes up space in my backpack. It is something bulky that I carry around. It's not a place where I keep my other sketches, so I have to dig around and figure out where this one is if I ever want to use it. And it just is not convenient at all. The positive value is that this doesn't have a battery. So my kids do not have access to devices all the time and they like to draw, and so I'm gonna go ahead and give this to my daughter because she can't find hers, and so it will not go to waste and it'll be good for her to be able to have such a nice little sketchbook. Okay, numbers 2 and 3. These are kind of sad. I actually never opened up the box on these. I don't know why. I think I have this other pencil that I was using, but these will also go to my kids because, again, I have the iPad Pro and I don't want these anymore. The negative value is definitely high. They are in boxes that fall apart, and while they were okay to use, I don't know about these. These pencils were fine. They're just not what I need. All I need is my Apple Pencil now and my iPad. So these take up space. I have to worry about the boxes getting crushed, and the only positive value for me is, again, they don't have batteries, so they will go to my kids. I would say these 3 have like 95% negative value at this point, and only 5% positive value of them not having a battery. Who doesn't love a dollar store planner? I got this thing because I really wanted it, and it worked really well for a short, well, it worked kind of well for a very short time. This was my business one, and you know what? It got the job done. However, what I realized after learning about bullet journals is that this is how I actually like to use a planner, and I was trying to achieve this in this without even realizing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just recycle this because there is absolutely no reason for me to have this if I have this. This, especially because I already have this, has 100% negative value. It's goner. These were some cute leggings for the gym and they fall off of me now. And they also were for very tall people. I am not tall, people. They have 100% negative value at this point because I can't wear them. They are uncomfortable. I don't like them. They're gone. So now I hope that you go through and find 5 items. It doesn't have to be 5 items that you're just going to get rid of or that you're thinking of getting rid of. You can actually go ahead and find something that you really like. For instance, grab your set of headphones. It's just a good exercise. These have like 99% positive value for me. They both work great in the speaker department. It has a speaker, it has the volume button, it fits nicely into my phone. They work really well. And so I would say that these have 99% positive value. The 1% negative value would be the space that they take up. So it doesn't matter what you grab when you're going to do this exercise. Just find 5 things and try to determine the positive and negative value. You might find things that have emotional negative value and or emotional positive value. And those are really good ways of indicating that you're really not ready to let go of something yet, or maybe that you should let go of something because it's not a very good influence in your life. I hope that this was helpful to you, and good luck on your minimalist journey. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, because honestly, I know that there are like how many billions of videos on YouTube you could be watching right now, but you watched to the end, so thank you. Also, please like and subscribe because that very, very much helps the channel. Remember, it's all about the experiences, not the stuff.